the 16.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Trubisky will throw. He leaves this one for Howard. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive, he may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Throwing is Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 45 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Right back to him on first down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Manning will try again on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Beckham, 58 yards. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kareem Martin in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They go play action. Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Sims. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A toss out to Barkley. Uses the spin. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
26, 27 for Sam. 27 for Sam.
Barkley, toss play left. And then he goes with a juke. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 38 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now the return man, this is Benny Cunningham. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Hey, gotta go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 59 yards. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. To go here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Play action. It's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Now he's forced out right. Now Trubisky lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants! And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
He dumps it off to Barkley, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. Zebra.
Shotgun now for Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants first down.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taking what the defense will give him.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Zebra. Watch out. Regular. Zebra.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Gotta go.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Here's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants!
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, go 26. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Here's a give to Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On the incompletion, I turn to you as we continue to do all these Week 1 predictions, and I ask Rookie of the Year, could this be a battle for Gotham between Darnold and Barkley?
I like it. I like that a lot. A quarterback, Sam Darnold with the Jets, a runner, Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants. But I'm thinking defense, and I'm going out west to the Denver Broncos. Bradley Chubb, defensive end, outside linebacker. Remember, Von Miller's on the other side. He'll take up a lot of attention. That should give Chubb more one-on-one opportunities to get quarterbacks on the ground.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Zebra. Watch the screen. Zebra.
Now Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A giant first down. Manning to an open Beckham.
Zebra. Hey, gun. Regular. Zebra. Hey, gun. Zebra. Check it back.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
Zebra.
On first down, Manning. It's caught. Beckham. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Manning to throw on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. A handoff to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Manning to throw on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Zebra.
Throwing is Manning on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, and that won't beat us.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Manning to Beckham. A big play there. 42 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like a turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's Manning to throw. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Gun.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try to finish it ourselves.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Let's go. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now Saquon Barkley. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Manning gonna throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Manning picked off by his former teammate, Prince Amukamara. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it'll bring up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Mario Edwards in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. On first down, Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Manning looking to throw it. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Zebra.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand.
Let's choose a team now.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah, in the limit, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence for my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The bell got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presses in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, Freeman takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Ryan to Sanu. Good for an Atlanta first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
22. 21.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Coleman. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Snickers, you got to spin. You got 4. Set. Like 30. Snickers. Snickers.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Jack 16.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep over. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And room there to work it inside the 25. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Jack 16. 8. Double bump. Double.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll go back to the ground with Bell, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, it's Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald from 13 yards out, and the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. For the Falcons coming onto the field here, they're getting ready for that Thursday night opener against the Eagles on September 6th. Their preseason slate, well, not that great, 0-4. But, look, I don't think that that's indicative of how good of a team this is.
I would agree with that, and I don't think they're concerned about it. When you're a good franchise, good organization, you don't care as much about your record in the preseason. To me, their season comes down to how well does their defense play, and they've continued to improve it. Tack McKinley now will start at defensive end. They've got to get Vic Beasley going again, rushing the quarterback at another end.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hurry up, let's go!
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. I want to make a quick pivot here for a second to get your MVP predictions going into week 1 of this season. Do you have Rodgers, Brady, Wentz, Brees, or is it somebody kind of off the radar a little bit?
Yeah, maybe a Russell Wilson because the offense runs through him now in Seattle, and quarterbacks always get the first look. But I'm going with a running back, Todd Gurley, Los Angeles Rams. I think he's a threat for 1,000 yards on the ground and 1,000 yards through the air. He's that type of a player.
So you're going Gurley. What about Deshaun Watson? Any shot there?
Certainly. Look at the numbers last year. When he played, they averaged over 30 points per game when he was a starter. When he didn't play, those numbers fell off in a big way.
First carry for James Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And some room to roam now. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 41 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He got 29 yards that time.
Hey, got it.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. He got 29 yards that time. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing again, Ryan. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Well, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, as they come back out here on offense, certainly the big question, everyone's worried. You know, a lot of people expected Le'Veon Bell to be in the fold come Labor Day, but September 3rd came and went, Charles. No Le'Veon Bell.
And you know that they would still love to get him back, and when they do, they'll get him integrated into the offense, so they're not too worried about that. They're going to score points. But that meant that James Conner got a lot of work during the preseason. I got to see him in one preseason game against Tennessee. Not only did he carry it well, he caught it well out of the backfield. So they like what they got in James Conner, but let's be honest about it. They'd love to get back Le'Veon Bell.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And here now come the Falcons. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Ryan. And this is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now it's Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. This looks like a free play for Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up second down. Well, with that incompletion, gives us a chance to get Charles Super Bowl picks. We've done this the last couple years going into week 1. Who do you have this season?
Well, wouldn't surprise anyone at all for Philadelphia and New England to do it again, this time in Atlanta.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell McClain with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Switch. Left, left, left. Left, left.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception. And now their task is even tougher.
He'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. They'll pitch it out to Bell. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. 30. The 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 87 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Let's make a quick pivot here to revisit a topic from the last couple of weeks. We've been discussing, well, which rookie starters are going to be in there week 1. It appears to be only one right now, Sam Darnold of New York, correct?
That sounds correct based on what we've heard from the different teams. All of them have made their announcements and their proclamations about their starter, and Sam Darnold's going to get the ball to begin. But for me, it's how long will he remain the only rookie starter? I don't know if it would be terribly long. I look in Buffalo, I think Josh Allen will get his shot fairly early. I look in Arizona, I think Josh Rosen the same, depending on how their teams come out of the gate. And at some point, Baker Mayfield will play this year for the Cleveland.
Julio Jones all alone. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 79 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 32 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw...
And my goodness, another interception. Sean Davis with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Set! White 80!
Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard. Score game, though, 4th quarter.
Get up!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Set! White 80! Show that bench release and go. Monday.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Set! Black 20!
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Hey, boys, you got 4. Snickers, you got to spin. Boys,
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Takk McKinley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. Busting. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
4 down. Chip that. 230.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this?
Not been good. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger going to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.